you know what they
mocking
Mockingjay is a follow up to it, but I can't think of the name of what a
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Are you talking about
Hunger Games movie?
Yeah, Hunger Games. Okay. That's it. Okay. You know, I never read the book, so the little black girl that was in there, I didn't know and even in the book they didn't necessarily mention her race, from what I understand.
Oh, they described her. They described her and her hair and her complexion. Okay. They described her.
So, but everybody was in uproar when she turned out to be black. I mean, everybody was just going off.
In the book, she was described the way she was described in the book. I would have thought she was black.
Oh well, yeah, but they was going off on me.
I think that was only because everybody wants those particular people that was mad at that wanted them to look like her, like them.
Right.
Had nothing to do with the actual story. And people were saying, did you not read the book?
Right.
I just think as time goes on, people become numb to the changes and are okay with it. I mean, what's the use of, the characters are cool. I know folks, and I think it changes depending on what nationality you are. So Namor was Latino, or Mexican. So people went off on that because, oh goodness gracious, that wasn't what Namor was, blah, 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 blah. People get used to that over time and would just move on because he made a darn good Namor. So
yeah,
I don't know what the big deal was. No, the people were in an uproar a little bit. There were some people in an uproar when Nick Fury turned black, but Marvel embraced all of that because they not only turned Nick Fury black in the movies, in the books, Nick Fury turned black. I mean, it was Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, I
mean, he is still Samuel L. Jackson in the book.
Well, the thing
about it's I think it's the stuff that idiots, ignorant people, at first want to make a big deal about.
Right.
And then when they realize they're the only one talking about it and everybody is ignoring them.
Yeah, what they need to do is Samuel L. Jackson was Nick Fury in the 616. They need to bring out David Hasselhoff out of the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, and I disagree with people are not sensitive because first of all, the Ariel thing was only a few months ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
When people, the Little Mermaid going from white to black. Also, when this last Star Wars trilogy started, remember they had that black character in there? The first time they showed him, and he used to be, I think he used to be a former stormtrooper and or something like that.
Yeah.
And people went off about that because because they were all cloned from the same guy. There was no black stormtroopers. So I'm like, so they couldn't have made no changes anywhere. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't have made any changes. So I'm saying, so they of course that whole movie came out and it went away because the movie was good. And it's just like I know the Little Mermaid movie, when it comes out, it's going to be good and people are not going to be talking about it anymore. It just struck me funny that I know some people complain, but it didn't seem like there was a big uproar about the Nick Fury thing, and there's not a big uproar about the Kang.
Well, I think, excuse me, and I think
Jonathan Majors. I think when they announced Jonathan Majors because of his last role, I think people were more excited, and then seeing a little snippet of what he did with the Kang version in Loki, it sort of solidified. Right. Him being able to pull off the Kang character.
And at this point, people act like that. I don't consider them true sci-fi folks. They may like sci-fi, but they're not true sci-fi folks. If you go to any convention and you see how people interact and the diversity between folks and all that, you'll see that people who are truly into this stuff, they don't care about that. I mean, you're going to have some idiots, some ignorance in everything you do, but overall, I think the community, silences those other people itself. I mean, that's why you just kind of hear the folks fade to black when folks start talking about, oh, this character is black, they shouldn't be black, or this shouldn't be that or that. And so I just think it slowly fades out. You have similar things when you talk about cosplay, and that's just, people, you see a lot of conventions, people dress up as different superheroes. You'll see a Superman with my body, which is nothing like what Superman looks like.
Nothing at all.
But guess what? That's what I want. That's what I want to be. And no, I don't have a Superman costume, so don't get that in your head.
Plush world.
So you say you're not built like Henry Cavill?
So what?
You saying that you're not built like Henry Cavill?
Only in my head. Only in my dreams.
Okay.
Actually, but you know what? I have the body. I have a six-pack. It's just got several layers of fat over it.
It's got a keg in front
of it. But it's there.
It's got a keg in
front of it. It's got a keg in front of it, but it's there.
6-pack in the refrigerator.
Well, I mean, well, if you want to be honest with you, this is not the only movie. If you think about The Matrix, that Neo was originally black.
Yeah, I heard that. He was. Yeah, he was originally.
You didn't know? Yeah. Well, first of all, the person the lady that wrote The Matrix is black, and it was really a black story, and it was stolen, and she sued and got the rights after they made the movie and everything. She sued and got the rights and everything back. Originally, they had Will Smith that was going to play the Matrix, but he didn't. He thought the concept was stupid. So they went and got Keanu
Reeves to this day,
and he's kicking himself about that, because if you think about it, Jada Pinkett was in the movie. You know what I'm saying? If when he went on board for the first time, the majority of the crew was black. You know what I'm saying? You got Lawrence Fishburne. You had the twins that were on there. The black dude with the dreads was on there too. And then I think the only white guys was Trinity. Trinity's white, Keanu Reeves was white, and a dude that betrayed him was white. And that was that skinny dude, I believe. But the majority
always plays the same mousy bad black characters.
What you say?
He always plays the same mousy bad characters in every movie he plays.
So yeah, Neo was originally a black character. And then then of course it was a white switch, but of course nobody complained about that. But a lot of people didn't know about the story in the beginning anyway, so they just thought the movie was the first thing. I didn't know about it either. I just thought the movie was the first thing that came out. So
I didn't like the movie. Later on, not any of them.
No, I just want to say that I thought we were about to witness you get eaten by a big rat, because I didn't realize your dog was on the couch until it moved just now. And I just thought that we're just gonna see something coming, like no, just bite your head off.
No, well, he's a pretty big pit bull.
Horrifying.
He's a pretty big pit bull, but he's friendly. Alvin's been over here. He loves that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't think it was a dog. I was picturing rat. I come from the hood. I didn't know what that was at first until he moved, because I just saw the black, and then he moved and saw the white part, and I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. No, he's a pretty chill dog. Unless somebody knocks at the door, then he raises his head a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I just thought that I was just making an observation. I'm not, of course, like I said in the beginning, you said this before. I'm gonna say it again. We're not the spectacular political guys. We're the sci-fi guys, and it's one of those obvious things that some people are talking about it, but I just had to bring it up because, and another reason I wanted to bring it up, because this is going to be like our first major black villain in the Marvel, in the hero universe, DC or whatever. I mean, they've had Black Manta in the Aquaman, which that's Black Manta. He's not a major. He's not a major villain.
Killmonger. He's not major.
Yeah, but I mean, outside of Black Panther, this is going to be like one of a major black character that's in that universe. And then once I started going down the rabbit hole of that, I was like, hold up, he wasn't originally black. He was originally white. You know what I'm saying? Then I start thinking about all the other characters who were originally white in the comic books who they turned black. And I just don't. The thing that I don't want to happen is just that we just started cramming black people into these roles just to have black people in the roles. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. And I'm not saying that. I know a lot of people of my color and hue are just cringe when I say that.
I cringe a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? But I
didn't cringe. I know what you're saying. I want
the appropriate thing to happen. And again, like I said in the beginning, if their ethnicity is not tied to who the character is, right, like their background, like Black Panther being black, that his ethnicity is tied to that character. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool. I'm cool with the different changes. I just don't want, I want it to be the right change, because I was not cool with, as much as I love Michael B. Jordan, I was not cool with that change.